Hey, what's up? Today is Tuesday, which means that it's time for another live Q&A all about eBay dropshipping, Amazon dropshipping, and any other way that I know of to make money online. This is a pretty casual hour where I sit down, just chat with you all. If you're here live, ask your question in the live chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. I am currently in Orlando, Florida. It's kind of felt like I've been here for months now, but kind of stuck here because normally I travel around full time in my camper van, but we just sold this camper van and we're getting a new one. So we're waiting the delivery of the new one. So we're kind of stuck here for a little bit longer. And if you didn't know, I have a second YouTube channel called Chad and Paul, where you can follow along on our adventures as we travel around the country, living van life and exploring different parts of the country. So go ahead and check that out if you want to. But this is a time for us to now talk about dropshipping. We also like to have a little bit of fun on this channel. So if you guys give this video some thumbs up, for every 10 thumbs up, every 10 likes this video gets, I'm going to deliver another bad holiday pun. I have them here on my phone, and some of them are pretty funny, some of them are pretty bad, but we'll have some fun. I'll give those to you every time we reach 10 of them. All right, so let's jump into the live chat and see who's here. All right, we have Ronnie. What's up, Ronnie? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for the holiday wishes. Emilio, the legend, is here again. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas, Carlo. What's up, Julie? Hey, Croatia, how's it going? Jason says, did anyone watch the Flipping Oreos YouTube channel Paul made a few days ago? My concern is the Oreos get damaged in shipping. Interesting video. Check it out. That one was a lot of fun to make. Made a video a few days ago talking about how you can flip both rare Oreos and seasonal Oreos and even, everyday Oreos on eBay and make some money doing that. And I kind of had fun with that one. And I haven't done it myself, but obviously I see a lot of people doing it on eBay, so I wanted to share that and thought it'd be a little bit fun to do. Hey, what's up, Mad Cat? What's up, Maxine? Oh, we already have 17 thumbs up, so we're ready for our first holiday pun. Let me just say hello to a few more people here. Fran, aloha. Maxine, aloha. Let's see, what's up, Scott? Thanks for coming back. Yeah, hopefully everyone's out there is healthy and safe. All right, so let's jump into the first bad pun here, the first bad joke. So this is our pun pirate. Okay, so first joke. What happened to it? Okay. All right, I have to warn you, some of these jokes are really bad. You'll be sorry. Okay. What's the difference between the regular alphabet and the Christmas alphabet? The Christmas alphabet has no L. All right. So, I owe you guys another one because we're already at 25 thumbs up. Thanks for that. All right. So joke number 2 here. We'll leave the pun pirate up for this one. How much did Santa pay for his sleigh? Nothing. It was on the house. I like that one. All right, let's jump back into here. Jason saying, now that the Christmas e-commerce is starting to come to an end, what's next on the horizon? New Year's, tax season, LOL. Yes. So about a little bit more than a week before Christmas, you'll see your sales on the different marketplaces, any e-commerce, just kind of go down, way down, because people are buying a lot for Christmas between Black Friday and Christmas Day, and they're doing a lot of shopping online. But as you start to get really close to Christmas, people realize anything they buy online probably is not going to arrive on time for Christmas. So they stop purchasing items online and they start going into physical stores to purchase items. So I usually see a drop off just around 2 weeks before Christmas. So there are some things on the horizon. For most e-commerce sellers, Q4 is a crazy time of the year, very busy. So I always encourage people to take a little bit of break, enjoy some time, relax a little bit. And then going into the new year, yes, tax season, but hey, that's not something you should have to worry about too much. There are definitely some projects I'm working on. So next week during next live Q&A, next Tuesday, I'll be talking about my New Year's resolutions, my New Year goals for 2021. And that's where I'm going to be talking about all the new stuff I've already started working on and really want to focus on for 2021. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and join us next week so we can talk about goal setting, New Year's resolutions, and exactly what I'm going to be up to. All right. Hey, AJ, thanks for the subscribe. Thanks for being here. Where is the beard? I cannot grow a beard. Not at all. Sold the 2020 Winnebago already. Yes, it is sold. All right. And as we close up the year, I wanted to kind of give a shout out and kind of show some gratitude during this time of year to you guys for making this channel so awesome, and to my students as well for all their success and for always, having faith in me and trying out my course and seeing results with it. I can show you only so far, right? I teach you what to do, but the students are the ones who actually take the action and get the results. So that's kind of what I'm grateful for at the end of the year. I always like to reflect not only on Thanksgiving, but also now to see exactly, what it is in this past year that I've really been grateful for. So here's some of my students' results from the past year. This is one of them who just sent me a message. They've done 1.79 million in sales on Amazon, which is crazy. Another one here who's done over 4 million. And here's another one on eBay, 12,000. It's a newer student. Another student here is 17,000 in sales. Let me leave that up for another second. That's Justin. So congrats, Justin. And here's another one of my students who is newer, doing $6,000 in sales. So I just want to give a big shout out to them. $32,000 in sales for this student. They really changed their lives this year. They really took action, and I'm really grateful they put faith in me, because it's obviously paid off for them. And that's why I do this. I do this to help change people's lives, to help change your life through teaching you about e-commerce and different ways to make money online. Upgrading to a yacht. No, we thought about living on a boat before, but that's not in the works right now. All right, so bad pun number 3 for the day. You guys must be really enjoying these, because these thumbs up are just coming out all over the place here. So let's put up the pun pirate. I'll get the bicycle horn ready. All right, here it goes. What do you call a snowman with a six-pack? An abdominal snowman. Man, I am slaying it with these jokes. Okay. And there's plenty more where that came from. Don't worry, guys. What's up, Joe? Happy holidays. All right, let's find some questions here so people don't think this channel is just about bad jokes. Okay, so hello, I'm dropshipper from Croatia. Should I talk to eBay when I call them? In seller account says, yeah, so if you're selling on eBay, I'm not sure if you're selling on ebay.com or another eBay. As long as your address is in there is correct and they know that's where you live and you haven't tried to hide that, it shouldn't be an issue when you call up eBay and identify yourself. Where it would become an issue is if you lie and say you're from the United States when you actually aren't. That's when things start to become a problem. So that's when I would, maybe avoid talking to eBay, but you shouldn't be doing that anyway. All right, let's watch all about the Oreo cookies. What is the price of AutoDS? The cheapest plan, the last time I looked, is $15 a month. But in my description of all my videos, I have a link where you get a $1 trial that lasts for a month. So you get a month trial for $1, try it out, and then it's $15 a month after that for the cheapest plan. Any CPA for taxes coming up? I'm using GoDaddy bookkeeping. So if you're drop shipping, or actually if you're doing any sort of e-commerce on eBay, GoDaddy bookkeeping is a really good solution. So what GoDaddy is, it's kind of similar to QuickBooks, if you know what that is. And it will automatically connect up with your PayPal account. I think it works with managed payments on eBay as well. Pulls in all the data, and it also attaches your credit card. So it gets all the information that you need. You just have to go in and kind of move stuff around to make it very organized. I think it was actually too much information. It's kind of overwhelming how much they give you in there. So I just use QuickBooks now. And due to the complexity of my businesses, I do have a bookkeeper full-time, or not full-time, but I hire a bookkeeping service to do that. You can find some like that on Upwork or online jobs for relatively inexpensive. But yeah, in terms of CPA, as long as they have the proper records. So I gave my GoDaddy bookkeeping account back when I used to use it, and he was able to work with that. Now I give him access to my QuickBooks account, and he's able to work with that. Now, Antoine, are you asking me, should I have a CPA come on the channel to talk about things? I could definitely do that, maybe come March or so, and we can answer a lot of questions people might have about e-commerce. There's one I tried to get on channel once, and recorded a whole interview, and I lost the interview. I just have no idea what happened to it. So I promised him I would have him back on eventually, just haven't gotten around to that yet. Hey, what's up, Scott? Thanks for coming back. Okay, Paul, I recently started dropshipping on eBay, so congrats on that, Eric. And my listings have some views, but no sales. Any tips? So the first thing I would suggest that you do is just list more items. Most people who come to me and say, hey, I started eBay dropshipping, I'm not getting any sales. And I ask them, like, how many items have you listed? It's like very few. You have to really practice at this. You really have to add a lot of products. It's a matter of statistics. The more products you have listed, the more sales you're going to get. Now, all things being the same. Now, of course, all things are not the same, because what you're also going to learn is how to create better titles for your products, how to find the right products, and those things really matter. So if you do good product research, give your items good titles, that's going to ensure that if someone were to buy your items, they actually will. So even if you have the right items, people aren't going to buy them if your titles aren't good. So those are the three things you look at. Find better items, make better titles, and just list more. And in the description of my videos, you can check out, I have a free eBay dropshipping training in there. And in that training, I go through my 3-step product research formula. So you should definitely check that out, because that's the exact formula I use, and I teach my virtual assistants to use as well to actually find products to dropship. Okay. All right. Fred says, thanks for the tips, Paul. Made over $1,500 profit in my first few weeks. It's paying the bills. Can I get one of those presents behind you? So congrats, Fred. Yeah, maybe I'll drop ship you one of the presents. Oh boy, Xmas jokes. Yes. And we are 4 more thumbs up away from the next bad joke. So make sure to hit that like button, and I'll deliver on some bad jokes. The only gift you can't have is this one, because that's for the dog, obviously. Okay. Okay, so a couple of people asked this question in different ways. How long does it take for eBay to stop holding your money and to get the money right away? No, not using PayPal. Do you still use PayPal, or do you have eBay managed payments? So I have eBay managed payments on one of my accounts. So that means I'm no longer using PayPal on that account or accepting payments through PayPal. So I'm still in both systems. But whenever you're a new seller, whether you're using PayPal or using eBay's managed payments, you do get put in a probationary period where eBay or PayPal will hold your money until the item has been marked as delivered, and then they'll release the funds to you. If you don't do that, then they release them after 21 days. Now, they stopped doing that after about 3 months. Now, during those 3 months, you should try to get some sales, try to get some consistency in your sales, and that will increase the chances that they will stop holding your money, and they may even stop doing it early. Now, there used to be some numbers people would throw around saying, hey, if you did X number of sales in X number of days, then you'll get out of eBay or PayPal jail faster. But I don't think that's true. I haven't seen a consistent pattern on that. So just try to get some consistent sales, and you'll see at about 3 months that will stop happening, if not sooner. All right, we are ready for the next bad pun here. So here we go, the next holiday pun. They are mostly Christmas puns, but I think there's one, maybe there's one Hanukkah one. Or maybe not. I was trying to find a good one. They're just oh no, here it is. Here we go. So this is for Hanukkah. Which hand is best to light the menorah with? Neither. It's better to light it with a candle. All right. All right. Some more questions here. All right, Emilio. I heard all sellers are required to switch to managed payments in 2021. Yeah, so as far as I know, that's true. They said, so eBay originally said that most sellers would be using managed payments by the end of this year. That, as far as I can see, hasn't happened. A lot of sellers are using it now. Are most of us using it? I don't think so. I think that eBay kind of got delayed in that process, maybe because of COVID. I don't know. Either way, a lot of you are still on PayPal. But I think next year, eBay is going to be making the push and trying to get most sellers onto managed payments. Now, managed payments is only in certain countries right now. It's in the United States, obviously, and it's in a couple of other ones as well. So as time goes on, they're going to be adding more countries as well. So just keep a lookout in your email, and your country will be added eventually. If your country is not added, then you're still on PayPal, and that's fine. Congratulations on your success, Paul. You never talked about why you called the course Titan. What is the story behind it? Yeah, so my course is called Dropshipping Titans. That's actually the name of my school, I guess you can call it, my online school. It's called website dropshippingtitans.com. And on there I have eBay Dropshipping Titans, Amazon Dropshipping Titans, and Wholesale Titans as well. So why Titans? Well, 2 reasons. First, the word Titan, most people think of, the gods, right? But that's not actually what I had in mind. So there's this idea, this concept called Titans of Industry, and they were all men, because this was a turn of the into the 1900s, and they were the ones who really built up America using these really new, innovative methods. Think of like Rockefeller and people like that. And they were really changing the world with their methods and making a lot of money at the same time. But a Titan is really a really important person who changes the world, and I guess you could say, although this isn't the official definition, makes a lot of money in the process. So I thought that was kind of a great fit for what I was trying to teach people. And the other reason I like the name Titan is just because I thought it sounded cool, to be quite honest. Just very catchy, very short, very cool. So I liked it. That's basically the story behind Dropshipping Titans. Is Amazon to eBay allowed? Generally not. Something I would avoid doing. eBay doesn't like it. I don't know. Without looking at your account, I have or talking with you about your circumstances, I have no idea why you got suspended. There could be a ton of different reasons it could have happened, unfortunately. It's rare that it does happen, but without looking. I don't know in your circumstances. No, I've not been to Peru yet. I definitely got to check it out. I obviously did no international traveling this year, and I guess once the vaccine's out and most of us got it, that will hopefully change. Because we love traveling, obviously, and would love to do some more international traveling. Peru is definitely on the list. We'd love to travel down there. We could probably even drive the van down there. Ronnie says, I know in the course you recommended not selling items from Amazon, but there are a lot of people doing it successfully. What is the correct way without getting flagged? So the people that are really successful doing it get flagged and just keep selling anyway. That's really the only method I've seen people successfully dropship from Amazon with. They just list up a bunch of products from Amazon, they get flagged, but they don't care. And they overcome that by using software like AutoDS, which will automatically list items for you, automatically fulfill orders from Amazon. So it becomes extremely automated when you dropship from Amazon. So they don't even care so much that they've been flagged because it's so automated. And that's kind of the technique they use. Okay. And the reason I don't teach that is because, yes, it absolutely works. I have friends who are doing it that way. But for most people, I think most beginners, it's just not attainable. Because in the beginning, you're not going to have the limits on your account to be able to do that. You got to list thousands of items in order to be successful with that. And as a new seller, that's just not possible. So always my recommendation is learn the other way. Learn how to avoid getting flagged as much as possible, doing product research manually so that you can find them, or with software, but not so that it's automatically adding the items, so that you can really make sure all your listings are solid and you're getting better margins and you're avoiding getting flagged. So you can kind of build up your store. And then if you want to super automate it using Amazon and don't really care about getting flagged, that's an option for you later. But for most beginners, I don't think it's realistic. Okay, let's do joke number 5 here from the Pun Pirate. All right, here we go. What's the best Christmas present? A broken drum. You just can't beat it. That one, oh dear. All right. I know you guys are loving these, so if we get another 10 thumbs up, you'll get another bad joke from the Pun Pirate. Thank you, Scott. Really appreciate you, man. Nice, Kimberly. Welcome to the course. Congrats on getting started. Very cute dog. I'm definitely a dog person, if you couldn't tell. What a nice hat. Thank you. Title Builder is great for building titles. Personally, I like to have myself and my VAs, we just build the title based on what we know people are going to search for. And then we look at the item category and the item specifics and just try to build the title off of that. But if we're getting stuck, definitely we use Title Builder. And when I was a beginner, I was definitely using Title Builder as well. Yes. The funny part is he has more stuff in his stocking than I do. Hey, what's up, Noah? Hope you have a good holiday. Hope your year was successful. I know it was. Okay. Since you have the microphone, you normally have the microphone set up, but the thing kind of broke, so I just got to hold it right now. So some of you guys don't know, well, first of all, let me say this. I'm going to disappoint some of you, but I'm not going to be singing for you today. But a lot of you don't know is I used to be a professional singer. So that's what I went to undergrad for. I went to music conservatory. It was a state school, but it had like a conservatory built into it, sort of. So yeah, I went to music school. I studied singing in my undergrad, opera. So, but never actually did anything with it. Because after that, I took a year off, Then decided to go to law school, and then left law school, practiced law for a little bit, and then decided to do e-commerce full time because I was making more money doing that. And then left New York City and moved to a van. And now I sold the van, and now I don't have a house. I don't have a van. I don't have a car. Literally everything I have is in this Airbnb we're staying in, and it's not very much. And it's kind of crazy that this is like my whole life in this Airbnb, and like that's it. It's a wild feeling. Like, talk about minimalism. Okay. Merry Christmas to you too, Vivian. All right. What are the main suppliers you use percentage-wise in the... So I'm not really good at the whole percentage thing, but what I can tell you is that, so when it comes to retail dropshipping, mostly use Walmart and Home Depot. And there's a few other ones I use there as well, but those are the main two ones. And when it comes, and I have another account that I just do wholesale on. Now in the wholesale account, it's primarily 2 wholesale suppliers, but there's a few smaller ones in there as well. I definitely have more listings for retail because I've been doing it much longer as well. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for saying hey. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? Thanks for being here. I don't have a mentor program any longer. I do have my courses, only because I found that everything I was teaching people in my mentorship program was in my course anyway, or I added it to my course. So literally everything you need is in the course. So you can join that. And I started doing something else recently. I think I'm going to keep it up. I don't want to make this promise, but for now I am going to continue doing it, where bi-weekly I'm having a group coaching call where it's live in my Facebook group for my eBay course. And any questions that people have that weren't answered in the course or weren't answered in the Facebook group, I answer those questions during that live call so that people can make sure that they're getting the help that they need. So that's what I offer right now. And that's free. That's free if you join the course, which I know a lot of people charge extra for that. And I'm not doing that. I'm adding that in for free. All right, let me take a screenshot of this. Okay. Do you open return cases slow sales? Because right now I'm having some returns and also my sales have dropped off. Now, I haven't seen that to be the case at all. It could just be a coincidence. So right now, this is a time of the year when sales slow down a lot between, like I said, about 2 weeks before Christmas and then through to about New Year's, you're going to see much slower sales because no one wants to shop online. They're all shopping in physical stores and they're doing their returns in physical stores and things like that. So they're not going to go online and buy items as much. You'll see it start to pick up later. Howdy, Bobby. Thanks for coming back. For once, no, Bobby. You used to be a regular, and you still are. Hey, what's up, Annie? Thanks for coming back and saying hey. Why does eBay hold the money sometimes till the item gets delivered, and they don't do it other times? There are a few reasons that they might do that. And you'll see it more often with larger priced items than you will with cheaper items. And that's really the only correlation I've seen. And there are other times that they'll do it in general. So for instance, back when I was using PayPal, not managed payments on my main account, when I first started using PayPal, I got out of PayPal jail. And then later that year, during my first Q4, my sales really took off. And PayPal started to hold my money again. But then they stopped holding my money. So that was just because they saw a sudden ramp up in sales and they wanted to be cautious. But yes, even after that, some items I would sell that were more expensive and they would put the hold on those funds. But they stopped doing that. hit that thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell button. Thanks for the reminder, Bobby. 4 thumbs up away from the next bad holiday pun joke. Let's see what the next one is. Kind of curious. Yeah. That was a good one. No, this will be available later. These are always available for replay. This should be my 52nd one this year, right? No, I've done a lot more than that, actually. Because there was a time when I was going live like every day in March when the pandemic first hit. So probably closer to like 60 something lives this year. So exciting. Congratulations, Fran. Okay. Hope you're keeping it awesome. Okay. Oh no. This was that was one of my jokes. Somebody, I have one of these jokes that someone just put in the chat. So they kind of ruined it. It's so funny. Abraham, I have that joke on my list. That's a good one. All right. So might as well tell that joke now. What does Santa suffer from if he gets stuck in a chimney? Claustrophobia. So that one is courtesy of Abraham. I did honestly have it on my list. It was number 9, but we'll do it a little bit early. Thank you, Abraham. Yeah, it is kind of the same. The difference is that spot and paste, the reason I use it is because spot and paste works if you're doing eBay dropshipping. It works if you're doing Facebook dropshipping. It works if you're doing Amazon dropshipping and a bunch of other places as well. So it's more universal. So it's just easy. I mean, I just use that for everything. So it's a lot easier. Yeah. But if you're trying to save some money, you could definitely use the AutoDS helper. And that's fine. What are the advantages, unknown wants to know, of having more than one eBay account to sell items or to dropship? So there are a few benefits to that. First benefit is organization. So you can dedicate one eBay account to just dropshipping items from, let's say, Walmart, and use another one to just dropship items from Home Depot. My recommendation is start with one account, just make that work for a while, and then you can add a second one. So you can start with an account that you sell both, let's say in this example, Walmart and Home Depot items, or let's say you start with just Walmart and you have some Home Depot items, and all of a sudden you see, yeah, Home Depot is working. So now you add a second account and just move over all those Home Depot items to that account. That's if you really want to kind of scale things up and keep it organized. Another benefit of having multiple accounts is if one account gets flagged, the other account will not get flagged. Another benefit is you're building up the history on both accounts. So similarly to the last one, if something happens to one account, you're not starting over from scratch. You do have the second account. Now, with that said, if either of your accounts gets suspended, the other one, there's like a 50-50 chance the other one will get suspended as well. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen a lot of times. So there is really no way around that unless you create a stealth account, which can be a little bit difficult. So those are the main benefits to running multiple eBay accounts, in my opinion. Okay. Yes, same reason. It's just this is the time of year no one's shopping online. Everyone's going into a physical store to buy items. People are only interested in buying 2 things right now. In the 2 weeks before Christmas, people are only interested in buying 2 things. One, our presents that will be there in time for Christmas. And as dropshippers, we can't guarantee that. So customers don't buy from us. They either buy from like Amazon, where they know they're going to get it in 2 days, or they go to a physical store to purchase the items. The second thing they're interested in buying is food for the holidays, and they're going to go to a grocery store for that. So we're not we don't sell the items that they're going to be buying right now. It's a good time to kind of rest for a little bit and recharge before the new year. Oh, thanks, Bobby. I appreciate the vote of confidence. I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm researching the Oreo market. Yeah, I think I got to do some more research this week too. Some taste testing. I never understood that the number of likes and people who are watching are not equal. Come on, guys, support the effort from Paul and hit that like button. Thanks, Carlo. Appreciate it. I think Carlo just wants another bad joke. If we get 7 more thumbs up, you're going to get another bad pun. All right. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, check out my last video. Search for Paul J Lipsky Oreos. It's kind of a fun video. Or, as LD more accurately says, Oreo cookies. But right now that we're getting out of Christmas season, what season is coming up next? Winter. So anything related to winter is going to do really well right now or soon. So think of things like sleds and shovels and just things along that line. Sporting equipment related to snow. That's what you want to be concentrating on. There will be some sales right before Valentine's Day as well for things like that. So you definitely want to get some of those sales as well. Hey, Alan, happy holidays. Are we caught up on the jokes? I'm not sure here. Yeah, we are. If I want to meet you, is that possible? So I used to hold these meetups, and that was one of the plans when I got the van. I wanted to travel around the United States and have meetups everywhere, and then COVID hit. So hopefully later 2021, early 2022, I don't know. We'll be doing more of those meetups, but for now, that's kind of put on the back burner. Oh, nice. Paul was originally flipping secondhand items from garage sales and thrift stores, and COVID hit, and you came around with the dropshipping. Thank you for saving my eBay business. Merry Christmas. You're welcome, man. And I really appreciate you, Jason, always being here, always asking questions and joining in the chat. So appreciate you, man. Yeah, go check out Noah's channel. Great stuff. Family law. I was practicing. Yeah. It was rough. I don't believe that you went to music school until you sing for. I guess you'll never believe it then. That was interesting. I sell crystals and rocks on Marketplace now. And I want to create an eBay account for my crystal business. I want to do dropshipping also. Do I need to have 2 separate accounts? So no, you don't. You can definitely sell those from the same account, but it might get a little bit unorganized. It might be just a lot easier if you just create a second account. But, I always tell people, if you're not going to be doing a ton at first, do it all under one account, kind of play with it, see how well it does, and then you can start a second account later just to kind of keep things organized. Success already. Don't have much either. I feel healthy. LOL. Paul, I'm starting your course this January. Can't wait to start. Really appreciate the Q&A. You're welcome, man. Yeah, great time of the year. New Year's resolutions, things like that. Good time of the year to change your life. Like I said, we're going to be talking about that next week on the next live Q&A on Tuesday. That's the 29th. So I'll be closing out the year, talking about how my resolutions from 2020 went, and looking forward to 2021. So if you want to kind of join me in that brainstorming session and goal setting session, join me next Tuesday. I used to sing opera. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Um, yeah, I'll be talking about this in the future for sure. No, it's a lot different. Yeah, I've done bulk listing. I'm not a fan of it because I like to make sure all my titles are well optimized and my descriptions, and I choose good photos as well. And I also want to make sure I'm doing good product research. If you do bulk uploading, there's a risk that you get lazy and just try to grab a bunch of items and list them up really quickly without really doing the research into them. And I want to avoid that from happening because I just find that it's better to do research, find good items, and get those items listed up. Hopefully I get the microphone situation sorted out. So this will be the last time you see me holding the mic. Yeah, I'm still offering it. Try not to be too pushy with sales stuff and things like that. But yeah, I still offer the wholesale course. Basically, the deal is if you sign up for my eBay dropshipping course, you're going to get the wholesale course for free. And I've been having that deal for the past few months. I think I'm going to continue doing it for at least a little while, mainly because I want to make sure that everyone of my students who take my eBay course is successful. And I know that a big part of that is really you as a dropshipper figuring out what works best for you and what you feel the most comfortable with. And there are several different ways you can dropship on eBay. So I kind of want to give you all the different methods, and then you can figure out for yourself which one works best for you and really double down on that. So that's why I give you both of them. I was consider making a separate course. It really should be a separate course that's paid for separately, but those are all the reasons I'm giving it to you for free as long as you join the retail dropshipping course at the same price. And the link to join that, if you want to check it out, will be always in the description of my videos. I'd be worried about eating the inventory if I sold Oreo cookies. Yeah, me too. Yeah, they don't last long in, I would say my house, but I don't have a house. In my van, but I don't even have a van anymore. They don't last long in my presence, I should say. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Thank you. No, I don't have plans. They're called ghost accounts to sell on Amazon. I don't have anything like that because they are really tricky. They're really tricky, and I haven't. Yeah, I it's too tricky, I think, and you get into too many gray areas. I think the best you could do is just kind of sell under someone else's name, or like help someone else out. Yeah, yeah. Again, guys, I'm sorry about that. I didn't see it. How to choose shipping option on eBay if I want. Yeah, you guys don't. This is in your business policies. It depends on your supplier. Different suppliers will have different shipping and handling times, so you want to adjust it to match that supplier. If they ship out their items in 2 days, then you want to make sure that your shipping time is like 3 days. Give yourself a little bit extra there. I always say my handling time is at least 3 days. You can sometimes go down to 2 if you're really pushing it, but I do 3 days, and then about 3 to 5 days shipping time. Thank you, Fran. Appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate that support. Is Biden good to e-commerce? So I don't know, but really, I don't pay attention to that stuff in terms of my businesses. I don't think it matters. I think a lot of, I read this study, and I don't want to get political here at all. I'm just speaking like facts on this. Obviously, a lot of people think that certain parties, Democrat or Republican, is better for the economy than others. But if you look historically at the S&P 500 and how it's done over the past 100 years, you can look at the graph and you cannot tell when there was a Republican president and when there was a Democratic president. So I'm always of the mentality that there's certain things I can control and certain things I cannot control. And I need to focus on the things I can control. What can I control? Well, I can vote, obviously. But then after that, there's not much I can do unless I wanted to go out and campaign for a certain candidate, for instance. But if I'm not going to do that, then my other option is just to accept what has happened if I don't agree with it, and then to move on. And what I then do is I focus on what I can change. And what I can change is what I do and the actions that I take. So my actions are, I know I can put time and focus into my business. And no matter what, no matter who the president is, I can do that. And I know because I've been running this business under a Democratic president and then a Republican president, and I've made money under both of them. So I know that as long as I focus on what I'm doing and kind of put my blinders on to everything else, that I can be successful. And it doesn't really matter, things like that. Hopefully that wasn't too political. Let's see. You can eventually do that, but my warning is never start with high ticket items. Always start with lower ones. Oh, I owed you guys a bad pun. Okay. All right, so let's do another Christmas pun. Here we go. All right. All right. What do you call Santa's little helpers? A subordinate. Wait, I can't even say it. What do you call Santa's little helpers? Subordinate clauses. All right. What is another platform for ads? So you're probably looking for advice on Shopify dropshipping, and that's not what I teach here on this channel. So go check out people like the Tech Money Talks podcast. That's a great one for Shopify. I had a VA and they messed up all my listings. Hard to find good VAs. Yeah, so make sure when you join my eBay dropshipping course, you get an option to also join my Super Simple VAs course. And in that course, I teach people how to hire and train virtual assistants. And some people ask me, why do I need a separate course for that? And this is the reason why, because there's a lot of mistakes that can be made in the hiring and training of virtual assistants. So you really need to understand the process and the best way to hire and train them. And my best advice is hire some on a very probationary period where you just have them work and kind of test out how well they do. So if you're hiring them to list products, then have them maybe make 5 listings and then check on them. Okay, they're good. Then make 5 more. Or, here's some feedback. Here's what you should change. Now use that feedback and make 5 more. And then you check on those 5 new ones. And then you keep doing that until you have a good idea of, this just isn't working out. They're not receiving my feedback very well. Or they're great. And then you can continue to work with them. So that's what I would do. I would never give them kind of the keys to just kind of run with things right away. That's when you run into problems like you did right here. But it's okay. It's part of the process. It's part of being an entrepreneur. It's part of being a boss. Those things will happen. So you just have to kind of roll with it and move on, and you'll find some new help. Yeah, so first of all, not to get a little snarky here, but if you ask your question like 6 times, I'm less likely to answer it because that's spam. Second of all, I'm way behind in the chat. So I didn't see your message because I didn't catch up to it on time. That's okay. There's no shame here. Uh, why would there be no products to sell? Over the years, dropshipping is starting to be bigger. Don't you worry about that because one day there will be no products to sell? Why would there be no products to sell? Do you mean because the competition is so high? The thing you got to consider is that one, there's increasing number of customers. So many more people are shopping online this year than they did last year, and next year will be even bigger, and the year after that will be even bigger. So the demand is only growing, and the number of products is growing as well. So this is not something I'm concerned about. And there's also new marketplaces, new opportunities as well. So things are always changing, and there's always more opportunities. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening. Yeah, just try selling an item and see what happens. Try listing an item up for sale, and sometimes that triggers things as well. Justin and I have been going back and forth on emails because he's been having an issue that I honestly haven't seen before. So I'm trying to work with him through. He's one of my students. But I'll definitely respond to that email. All right, where do you see yourself in 10 years? I started doing e-commerce this year after quitting my corporate job, so congratulations. And sometimes wonder if I will be satisfied for this career path in the long term. So this is something I might talk about next week, but I don't make 10-year plans, and I don't even really make 5-year plans. And maybe that's because, maybe I'm lazy on that because it's hard to create those plans. But I also really believe that things change so quickly. It's like a moot exercise. And I get there's value in it. I get there's value in kind of envisioning where you want to be. But I think you can accomplish so much in a year that I'm just kind of focused like 1 to 2 years ahead, right? So for instance, if I had made even a plan at the beginning of 2020, look how much 2020 changed everything, right? It's so much different. And I think most people's business plans had to be completely changed 3 months into 2020. So that's why I don't really do long-term plans like that. And maybe that's an error on my part. Maybe I would regret that one day. I do have ideas, and I have somewhat of a vision of where I want my future to be. But I also know that as an entrepreneur and kind of having that attitude, I get bored with things. When I went to law school, I thought this was it. This is going to be my life. I'm so excited to be a lawyer and to do this. And then a couple of years later, I left that, right? Before that, I was convinced I was going to be a musician, and then I didn't do that. When I bought the van that I was originally living in, I said, this is going to be my home for the next 5 years at least. And we lived in it for 13 months before we sold it and getting a new one. So I just think one of the exciting things in life is change. And so that's why I kind of leave things open. 1 year, 2 year plan, that I can handle. All right. Only a couple minutes left, and we're 4 thumbs up away from perhaps our last Christmas pun. So if we get 4 more thumbs up on this video, I'll get you guys that Christmas pun. Oh, I see we got a super chat from Sean, so thank you. Oh, wow. Thanks, man. $10. I really appreciate that. $10 from Sean. Mac, get Orlando a nice Christmas meal on me. You'll have a blessed holiday. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. It's really nice of you. Totally not necessary, but we'll put that to good use for sure. For those of you who don't know, my dog's name is Orlando. So he's already spoiled enough, but I'll get him something nice from you, Sean. Merry drop miss, everyone. Jay is the pun pirate. He's been unmasked. It's Jay. I'm not a fan of auctioning items. I just think it's too much of a hassle. You just want to, you know how much you have to sell it for, list it for that much, sell it for that much. Don't haggle on the price because it just gets annoying. So when it comes to drop shipping, because you have to buy it at a certain price. Yeah, again, I don't do Shopify drop shipping, so I don't make these video ads that you're talking about. So I can't help you there, but talk to or listen to the podcast Tech Money Talks, because he'll be able to help you. Thanks again, Sean. Appreciate you, man. And I appreciate all your comments all year, joining in the chat and always saying, hey, appreciate it. Do I miss having a home? I need somewhere to feel comfortable and where my family can gather and make memories. So that's our van, except we don't have one now. So, for us, home is people, right? It's me, my husband, our dog, for the immediate family. And then we always are welcome back at our parents' house back in the Northeast. And I guess that feels like home. And I think even when we had an apartment that we bought, that we lived in New York City, going back to our parents' houses always felt more like home. I just don't think you can beat that. Those are the houses we grew up in as children. So I don't think you could ever beat that. I use the plain text ones. All right. So I think I'm just going to give you guys the last pun anyway. Even though we didn't reach 80 likes, that's okay. You guys are awesome, so you deserve the last pun of maybe the year. I don't know if I'm going to do them next week. All right. I'll give you guys maybe a couple of them. So this is the next one. Oh, first of all, Jay gave a $11 super chat just to beat Sean. Oh, man. So thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. Even if it was like a spite super chat. I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate you too, Scott, for being here. All right, let's do the joke. Okay, so the joke is, why can't penguins fly? Because they're not tall enough to be pilots. I don't know why I love that one so much. All right. And I did that one, so I have one more for you guys. This is a little bit of a longer one. All right. So we actually got to 80 likes. So we'll do the last one and then we'll close this out. This one's a bit of a story and is a little bit complicated. So really, really listen to the words of this joke. Okay. So a couple is walking through St. Petersburg Square in Russia on Christmas Eve when they start to feel something wet falling on their faces. The man says, I think it's raining. So the woman says, no, it's snowing. So the man says, how about we go talk to that communist officer over there because he's always correct. So the man walks up to the officer and the man says, Officer Rudolph, is it raining or is it snowing? Officer Rudolph says, definitely raining, and he walks off. The man then turns to his wife with a smile and says, see, Rudolph the Red knows rain, dear. That was way too complicated. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for tolerating the terrible jokes. And I hope you guys had some fun. I hope you guys have a really great holiday, no matter what you celebrate. And I'll see you guys next week, and we'll talk about the new year and talk about goal setting and my plans for 2021 for my businesses and for YouTube as well. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. See you guys next week.